As time goes on, I'm realizing that really what matters most in life is relationships, connection, social connection. Like, that's what makes life fulfilling and meaningful. Like, and I never really thought I'd be saying this because I've always been afraid of people in some aspects. But in other aspects, it's very interesting because in other aspects, I am way more free and expressive with other people than most people are. Like, I am free to be weird and real and authentic around people. Like, I have no issue skipping down the street in the middle of the city. Everyone turns their head and looks at me. I'm having fun, man. I'm just skipping down. I'm like, yes, I'm alive. I'm just enjoying, like, living. Most people don't have that enjoyment. Most people don't have that freedom of expression. You know, I'm free to stare at people in the eyes and not feel awkward about that. I'm free to, see a toddler on the bus and wave and, play with it. It like looks at me and it's like doing shit with its hands. And I'm just like mimicking it. I'm playing with it, I'm playing with the baby. And all this kind of stuff. But nevertheless, there's still so much like social fear within me, and I think there's so much social fear within everybody. Of course there is. Like, I notice it. Like, if you feel introverted or socially anxious, just know that that is not unique whatsoever. Every single person experiences some aspect of social anxiety. Like, I just think that that is the case. Like, there's so many different areas of social expression and social skills that one person may be really developed in one aspect of socializing, but not developed in another aspect. And you might be developed in one aspect and not another aspect, right? But anyway, having said all that, connection, relationship. That's what matters in life, it seems, because that's where all the meaning and fulfillment comes from, Not entirely, of course, but, I don't know, man. The thing is that here's what I've noticed. We are so entrenched in the digital world. We go on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, all this shit. And we get flooded with other people's ideas, their faces, podcasts, like we're in on the talk, but we're not active in it. We are being trained. We are training ourselves when doing this to be an observer. We haven't got skin in the game. We're not taking an active participatory role. We're training ourselves to be that way. So then when we enter into the physical world, that's what we're doing with other people. We're just being an observer and we're not actively getting in to being social. Do you know what I mean? And so you see this with so many people, we're training ourselves to be an observer and not an active participant when it comes to our social life. And so when you're out into the world, it's just like you just become an observer and you're not active in it. And I used to think, that this was kind of like, spiritual in some way. It's like, oh, here I am being like the detached witness observer. Here I am being also spiritual that, you know, I'm not getting caught up in the world, you know, I'm not, you know, I am, you know what I mean? But, no, man, like, you just don't get fulfillment from that. And of course, you know, there are some instances, some conditions, some circumstances that being a kind of observer is nourishing to you and is beneficial and serves yourself in the greater whole. But you can certainly see within your own, you can feel within your own body when it's not appropriate to be an observer, when it's more appropriate to be more assertive or just get into talking, you know. But anyway, so what I've noticed is, you know, this is one thing that happens when you just fill up your time with social shit online. Another thing is that you get desensitized to it, right? You are getting all your social needs online, digitally, watching people, developing this weird ass social parasocial relationship with people you watch online. And you're getting we're not meant, I don't think biologically speaking, we are meant to be having access to this much socialization, to this much. We're not built to be looking at all these faces, man. All these faces online. We're not built to be reading other people's thoughts this much, man. And it's taken away from our actual genuine relationships in the real world. And so when this happens, right, you're getting all this like artificial social need online, and then you go out into the real world and you become dehumanizing. You just walk past people as if it's just like, yeah, whatever. It's like, I already got my social needs online. You walk past people and it's just, you're not acknowledging them as a human. You're not acknowledging them as like, do you know what I mean? And everybody's doing this. So everybody's just walking past each other. Everybody's just, you know, in their own little world, in their own little social tribe online. But it's not even your tribe because you're not actually in it. But your brain is like tricking you into thinking that you're in it. But of course, you know, you watch people online. It's like, you're watching YouTube videos, but you can't talk back. You know, it's like, hello, hi viewer. It's like, yeah, say hello. I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. And so what I've noticed when I get off watching YouTube so much, stop reading so much forum posts, even books, when I just spend less time on the internet consuming other people's faces and words and thoughts and facial expressions or whatever, and I spend more time in the real world, there is an actual drive to connect with people. Like, you think like, oh, here I am, got social anxiety. It's so hard to connect with people in the real world. Like, fuck, it's so hard. I'm too introverted. Yeah, maybe you have that, you know, that predisposition, sure. But there's another thing at play here. It becomes so much easier to connect with people if you spend less time on the internet getting your social needs met on the internet artificially, because like I said, you get desensitized to it. So when you're in the real world seeing people, it's like, oh yeah, like here are people, here's like opportunities to connect, because we crave, biologically speaking, we are like wired to want to connect, right? That's why everybody's on their phone, everybody's on their laptop watching YouTube. Like, what's the number one reason that we spend far too much time online. It's because we are social creatures and we want to consume and be a part of something with other people. But of course, it's not the same as the real world. Like, this is why you see people scrolling on their phones, just looking at the screen everywhere you go. Earphones in, everywhere you go. What are they getting out of that? What are they trying to get? They're trying to fulfill their social need. What else is it, man? What else is it? Like, sure, there might be some other things, but this is like the main thing. And so what's happening, what I see, is that this physical world is being abandoned. It's becoming like a zombie land. It's becoming like, we are just abandoning this physical world, entering into this digital world. But it's not nourishing to us, And I'm not saying ditch everything in the digital world. Like, there's certainly good aspects about it, but we spend far too much time in it. And we're not getting nourished by it in the same way that we get nourished by actual social interaction in the physical world, right? So what I see is it's like, I go out into the world and it's fucking dead. Everybody's got a screen stuck to their face, earbuds in their ears. You can't even see them. Glasses on, earbuds in their ears. You can't even see their eyes as well because they're on the screen. Fucking face mask on, can't even see their mouth. Like, you can't see anybody. No one's fucking here. And then you go in the digital world and it's like, it's like everybody's there, man. Everything's happening there. But mate, it doesn't do you good. And so, like I said, if you limit your internet use, your social media use, whatever, get it down more and more. Like, just get rid of all the unnecessary shit. Go out into the real world. Then of course, you still have this social need that wants to be like fulfilled. And so you're just naturally going to want to connect with people, right? Because you want to feel that social connection. And, to begin with, when you start getting off the internet more and more, there's going to be loneliness. And that's the thing, like but that's good. Like, the reason why you're feeling lonely is because you're not getting the social interaction. And so then when you go out into the real world, then it's like, oh, here's an opportunity to fulfill this loneliness, to solve this loneliness or whatever. But we're solving our loneliness in the digital world, but it's kind of just like a band-aid on a wound. It doesn't nourish or fulfill us in the same kind of way. Just like you could, develop your confidence naturally, and you could have that by your side like all times because you've like developed that within yourself. Or you could like drink alcohol every day and just get that artificial confidence, but it fucks you up in the long term, right? And this is kind of the same thing. It's like, yeah, you can get your social needs met on the digital world, but in the long term, it's like, it just doesn't help you. But if you develop your social needs in the real world, it's kind of like you're actually doing the hard work, developing it honestly, And so this is really what I see that we really need in the world right now. And again, this is like really interesting that I'm kind of talking about this, because I was always like, I don't want to be kind of part of the world. I want to just like, take a back seat. I want to be alone. I want to be alone. And of course, alone time's good, definitely. It's like, I just want to be alone forever, whatever. But honestly, mate, like, yeah, people, man, connection, real, good, meaningful, fulfilling connections. Kind of what we're all after. Because why else do you spend so much time online? reading, watching videos. It's because you actually do value people, even if you're scared of people, even if you feel misanthropic and cynical, and you think you hate people, even all that. You don't actually hate people. You've just been hurt so much by people that hating people becomes your way of protecting yourself. But if you feel into the hurt, process the hurt, let go of the hurt, grieve, cry it, then you realize that no, what you actually really want is connection. What you really want is good friendship, And because that's why you spend so much time online. Look, like when you just connect with like a random person as you go about your day, man, I feel so good. Like I feel like, yes, life is worth living. Having just those brief interactions is just so nourishing. Like today, I was walking to the gym. There's a person walking in front of me, and he went to go take a picture of like the spring blossoming flowers on a tree. And then he like looked back at me and he was like, "Oh, sorry." And I was like, "No, it's all good, dude." And I walked past him and then I turned back to look if he was still taking a picture. And then he decided to like turn around and take like a selfie of himself with the trees. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like be a bit goofy and like get into the camera and just be like, like as he was taking a selfie, and just things like that, it's like, it's just funny to do. You have a good time. He's like laughing, because it's just an odd thing. Like, people don't do that shit. And I've done that like many times before. Like, I think this is a great opportunity to do. Like whenever you see someone taking a selfie, like just fucking get in there and just be like, like get in the background with hello, because like, maybe you think that is like, oh, you can't do that. That's an invasion of someone's privacy, or like, that's, but what if they don't want me in the picture? They're trying to do something. I don't want to screw that up for them. But look, dude, what you're doing there is you're validating them, and people love to feel validated. Like you're getting in the selfie, you're validating the very act of taking a selfie, and you're being like, yeah, let's do this together. Like we're all in this together, People love it, man. Like you think that people are not going to love that. They're going to be like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? But actually you get in there and they'll be like, they're surprised. They're like, whoa, what are you doing? And they start laughing and it's like, oh, this is really funny, and then they've got a photo to look back at and be like, this fucking random dude just like came into my fucking, into my picture. It's pretty funny. And look, then you can just go away and then they take another picture without you in it if they really wanted that picture, So, but things like this, it really nourishes you and it nourishes the other person, and it feels, you become, that ripples out. Your positivity, that ripples out, and their positivity, that humor ripples out as well. And every small little action has a reaction. Every small little positive thing that you do, it matters, man. Every tiny little thing. The butterfly effect, right? And, when you're so alone with yourself, you start worrying and stressing about so much shit. But when you connect with people, you fall into a more kind of sense of like, like, oh, we're all in this together. It's like we all don't really fucking know what we're doing. And everybody has the same kind of worries and struggles, right? Maybe you're worrying about something so much. And then you connect with someone and then it's like, you know what? That thing doesn't really matter as much as I thought it did. because like what matters is just like falling back into love and having some meaningful connections, that people who are going to support you, people who are going to be there for you. And so nothing matters, if if you go bankrupt, you get in debt, you get evicted out of your house, you get homeless. Like, if you've got love and you got connection and you got support, like, that's all that matters, man, And so again, I'm not saying this is easy. Like, this is hard, I think, like I said, I think everybody has some level of fear with socializing and trying to, develop friendships and all this kind of stuff. It is hard, man. But yeah, I think it's very necessary. And I think getting off the internet, just limit how many faces you see, just like watch or listen to what serves you the most. Like, there's one YouTuber that I listen to when I go to the gym. That just, it serves me, man. Like, it puts me into it takes me out of this kind of perfectionism mindset and this mindset of like trying to seek stability and whatever. And it just like, it puts me into this mode of just remembering what's really important in life, And so, yeah, like keep, consuming whatever serves you. But you have to be honest with yourself. It's like, is this thing still serving me, or am I just watching it out of obligation? Am I just watching it out of boredom, distraction, avoidance? Or is this thing genuinely helpful? And just pick, a couple things, man. Like, you don't need so much. There's so much on the internet now. Everybody's trying to grab your attention. And everybody's telling you got to do this, you got to do that. It's just like, bro, we really need to just get into the real world. Like, this is what we need. And so I've started this online community, the Truth Playground. Top link in the description. Click that link. This is a community where what I imagine is that you can come on this community, form friendships with people, you can get support, express yourself. It's a welcoming, supporting, very welcoming and supportive community. And there's a section called Map, which you can see the members' rough location in the world. And we've got people all across the globe, man. And it's like, if you come in this community, you can see where people are in your area. You could message them. You could meet up in real life. This is what I hope it serves, like, again, I acknowledge that there's some benefit to being on the internet and connecting with people on the internet. And this community can definitely serve some of that. But I think where this can really serve us, and this is where I really see the future of connection going, is you come join an online community where you find the tribe, you find your tribe, and you form friendships in this online community, and then you can meet up in real life and actually, have solid connection in the real world. And so this is really what I hope for this community. And look, dude, I've recently switched this from free to paid. It's only $7 a month. Like, that's like the price of like 2 coffees for 1 month. Like, how much do you drink coffee? I don't know how much you drink coffee, but I remember there was a phase where I was getting like 1 or 2 coffees every day, you know? If you're anything like that, then like, this is only like 2 coffees a month. If you get 2 coffees a day, it's like, this is only 2 coffees a month. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's worth it, because what I hope to do with this is I want to generate a stable, sustainable income from this to help serve us in a meaningful way that's going to benefit the world. What I mean by this is, like, what I hope to do, like, what I think would be really cool is if I get enough members in this community and start generating a significant income, then I can literally host physical meetups for the people in this community where we can come together and connect in the real world. Like, how fucking sick would that be, dude? Like, the people who watch these videos, right? This is a like-minded tribe that we got going on here, right? We share the same kind of values, the same kind of philosophies and thoughts. Like, if I get a significant sustainable income from this, it's like I could host a meetup somewhere in the world, or in all different types of the world. I could travel, you know, I could, you know, like, help people travel as well. Like, I could fund their own travel if I get income from this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could fund your own travel to meet up. I could fund your own meals when we meet up. You know, we could meet up and do some sick activity, you know, get in the park, like climb trees or some shit, like whatever feels sick. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that would be so sick to do. This is just like a kind of recent idea that I've had, but that feels so like aligned with what I feel like the world needs right now. And this is where I really see the future of, you know, if we really want to enter into a more healthy society and we want to be connected more and find the people that we really resonate with, I think it's very good to go online, because there's so much online. You can find the kinds of people that really resonate with you, and then you can like join up in their communities and then form friendships in these communities, and then actually find the same people in your area in these communities in the real world. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, man? Like, this is one like great great way to use the internet. This is one great service that the internet has, right? It's a great thing we got here. We just have to be the master of it, not a slave to it. So yeah, man, I highly recommend come join the Truth Playground. It's a very supportive environment, space, community. You can be vulnerable, you can be open, you can be raw. You can share your struggles, you can share your wins, you can ask questions. We have a weekly video call where we connect to meditate. And I'm thinking of doing another one, so we would have 2 a week. Man, and it's still kind of early days. I've had this up for a couple months now, but so there's I'm still always trying to think of new ways in trying to make this more valuable, and you know, what is going to be most valuable and inspiring for you. So like, come join up, click the link, and you can tell me what you want to see in that, because I want to make this the most beneficial thing for all of us, man. You know what I mean? And so I think that's all I've got to say. So thank you for watching. I hope you got some value from this. I hope you take some action towards some of the things I've said in this. And please like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.